rise up, brothers and sisters, boys and girls, kings and queens, friends, frenemies, and you agents. My name is Brother Marley, and this is the Senegal One channel. Welcome. I want to welcome you because if you're thinking or considering or moving towards coming over to Africa, and you're thinking of being here for an extended period of time, don't do that until you've watched this video. This video is very important for people who are either moving house within Africa or are coming from the West and coming into Africa. There's a few things I need to tell you, and full disclosure right now, these are things that I didn't do and wish I had before doing this video. All right, hope that makes sense. Okay, so I've recently moved. I used to live over in a little village called Tubab Jalal, and it's right on the seafront. A little quaint village, very nice, very quiet. And I've now moved into a town, and it's been a lot more convenient me coming over. I've really enjoyed the convenience, and I've liked, the I even like the house that we picked. I really like that as well. It's very quaint. It's a lot smaller than my neighbours' houses, but it's the perfect size for me, and it's perfect size for my little crew here. So that's why we picked the place, and also the gardens. I mean, have a look at the gardens. It's just the very beginning of rainy season, so nothing's really happened. But just in the time that we've had one rain, I've already seen a few flowers pop up, and we've got big plans for what we're going to do with the garden. So there's a positive side of it. But there's some things that you should look out for when you're making your move over to Africa. Now, a place like this, I'm in Senegal right now, a place like this would set you back in the region of about $300 to $400, $400 per month. Okay, I'll give you an idea of sort of like what the rental would be. This is a 2-bedroom house, and it's got its living room and so on and so forth. So it's a really nice little cottage. There are some problems. That I've come up against. So I want to talk to you about that. Because I wrote this book about the things you should know before coming over to Africa. And I went into, when you're looking for a home, things to look out for. Because over in the West, the landlord still has a level of responsibility for the upkeep of the house you're in. So if things are not correct, then you call the landlord, or you call the agency that set you up with the house. And you say, this isn't working, that's broken, whatever, and they'll come out and fix it. Whereas here, it's like a sold as seen sort of scenario. So it's like, whatever you have agreed to when you've rented that error, you've rented that problem, you've rented that mistake as well. And it's on you now, it's out of your pocket to fix it. So that means you've got to be very, very mindful, very aware when you are going around the house. Now, before I came to this place, me and my missus was talking, and she was saying she wanted somewhere where she could do some gardening. She wanted to be close to the beach. She wanted to do some gardening. And I was like, how are you going to find somewhere close to the beach and are able to garden? And yet we found it. So I'm really pleased about that. So pleased, in fact, that I didn't even look and make sure that the things I should be looking at were in place. So here's the things you should be looking at, okay? So first thing, electricity. Make sure that your electricity is working. When you come to view a house, take a phone charger or something that has a light on it, so you plug it into every power socket as you walk around. Check every power socket. Make sure the light comes on so you know it's working. Then any that you find are not working, point out and say, yo, I can't move into this place until you fix that light socket, until you fix that power socket. I was so excited about how the place looked. I didn't even check the power socket. I was like, woo, it's very nice. And didn't check the power sockets. And lo and behold, I go into the living room and there's only 3 power sockets in the whole room. One power socket, I tried to push the plug in and it worked fine. The second one, I tried to push the plug in and I couldn't push the plug in. I don't know. For some reason, it was just blocked. I couldn't understand why. The third one, I plugged in and it felt too loose. It felt like as though it wasn't actually connecting with anything inside. So I decided just before this video here, let me record and see what happens. So I went downstairs into the living room. I went to the power socket that I hadn't used before, pulled it off the wall, and as you can see, it's rubbish. It's useless. There's nothing there. There's no connectors there. There's no wires there. There's nothing there. Absolutely trash. And the same thing happened in the kitchen. In the kitchen, I found another socket. Didn't work. Didn't work. I found 2 of the light switches were painted over. So now they were stuck and you couldn't actually turn the light on or the light off. One switch was for the main room and one switch was for the kitchen. And you turn on the light and you walk away, and by the time you walk away, the paint starts pulling the light switch back and it turns the light off again. You walk back again to the light switch, turn it on, then bang it on, and it'll stay on for you. That's fine, it happens once. But I've turned that light on and off probably 30 times since I've been here, and I'm fighting with this light switch every time. Like, I gotta get new light switches. Check the light switches when you go around the house. Check the sockets, check the light switches. Second thing, check the water pressure. Now, when I came here, I did check the water pressure, and there was no water coming out of the taps at all. So I said to the young man who showed me the house around, I said, yo, there's no water coming out of the taps. Why? So he said there's a water cut. The water's been cut off in the area, so we can't. So it won't come on now. It'll be on later on today. My suggestion is don't believe the hype. If someone tells you, oh yeah, so you're going to be fine, make an arrangement to come back when it's fine. Because I didn't do that. I came back, and here is an image of the shower. Here I've got the tap on full blast, both taps full blast, and you can see this trickle of water coming out of the shower head. So I'm showering out of like the shower spitting. That's how slow the water is, and that's what I'm working with now. So please check the water pressure before you move in anywhere. The third thing to check is the AC, the air conditioning. Because with the AC, many times you'll find that either there's not any gas left in the system or something else. Now with the AC systems here, there's gas in the system, yes. So I turned them on, cold air came out, I was like, great, turned it off. But in actual fact, what happens is the outside unit has something in there that is grinding. I don't know, it's like, it works fine, and after about 15 minutes, it goes and just stops. It starts again. And I'm like, what is that? It's like this every time, right? So I'm just freaking out about the AC. I'm freaking out about the plugs. And I'm freaking about the lack of water. So think about those things when you are moving into your place. If you can't remember, write it down. Best thing I would suggest you do is to have a look at the book that I've written. Look, here's a picture of it. Have a look at the book I've written I'll put a link down in the description for you. Download yourself a copy of that so that you can see for yourself what you need. And I go into everything. I go into like stuff around the house. I go into like communicating with other people in the area. I'll talk about how to ensure that before you even get to the country you're moving to, that you're set up, ready to go. We talk a little bit about the type of appliances you need, the voltage you need, the solar panels you want, everything. Generator size, talk about generator sizes. We go into the whole kit and caboodle in that book, and it's for you. So have a look. It's a great read. If you find that you could listen to this video, you can read this book, because I wrote it with my own bare fingers. No AI was using the creation of this book. It was just me talking to you. So either write your notes or get the book. My suggestion is to get the book because there's so much more that I'll talk about. All right, so I hope this helps you. I hope this finds you in good health. This is your brother Miley. Until next time, take care.